noticed in many anime series that supporting characters, who are usually friends of the protagonist, will help them or move the plot along meaningfully in specific cases by having their actions come one after the other, stem from one another, or work in tandem somehow as a sort of domino effect, or daisy chain, if you will. Shenmue's anime adaptation is no different, especially since the games are known for having many helpful NPCs to Ryo. And here, I thought it'd be interesting to look at a couple of examples of the ways this trope manifests. There are plenty of moments in Season 1, such as the events surrounding the Phoenix Mirror and snippets during the Voodoo arc, but the more elaborate and memorable instances, in my opinion, are during the rescue missions. These are what I'll focus on in this video. The first one is everything to do with Nozomi's rescue at the Yokosuka harbor. She learns that Ryo is pursuing the Mad Angels, and decides to help by following them herself to gather intel. While she's not successful in the way she expected, her getting kidnapped ironically helps Ryo find where the Mad Angels' warehouse is, which was his goal in the first place. Goro's signaling technique, you all know what I'm talking about, that he showed Ryo in the previous episode to discreetly indicate where warehouse parties are being held every night, proves useful to Ryo, as he uses it to direct Goro to the warehouse Nozomi is being kept in. Goro realizes Nozomi is in trouble and enlists Mai's help. She gets the idea to use a forklift. Then when Mark shows up and hears her plan, he takes the reins since she can't operate it. He crashes into the warehouse with gusto, scaring off the goons who are watching Nozomi so that Mai and Goro could untie her. Throughout all of this, Guizang, the one who Terry once killed and thus told Ryo to arrange a match with him in exchange for Nozomi's safety, is helping Ryo either stall the gang with their staged fight or fight them off. Our forklift gang also provides as something of a distraction, so the Mad Angels are caught off guard and are vulnerable to attacks. Although this is more interpretive on my end. Though perhaps we could also argue moral support comes into play, as is common with shonen media. Nozomi especially is Ryo's motivation for concentrating harder to fight more cleverly. What's interesting about this whole ordeal is, of all parties involved, Mai and Mark are the only ones who genuinely didn't have anything to do with Ryo's mission in some way or another. Yet Ryo still takes all the blame for Nozomi's kidnapping and danger they all got in. Good guy. What can I say? The second one is everything to do with Wanda Zoo's rescue. Joy and Wong ride together to the Yellowhead building, and she gives Wong the idea to use the air vent to see what's going on in the building, find Ryo and Ren, of course, and release Wanda Zoo by scaring away Wan with the rats. All the while, she serves as a distraction to the Yellowheads, given she's the daughter of a White Tie Syndicate member, Chun, whose mother and wife, respectively, they assassinated. Together, Wong and Wanda Zoo ram through a bunch of Yellowheads, though they end up getting caught by Do-Nyu. Joy similarly takes one for the team as Do-Nyu orders her capture so that Ryo can eventually get rid of the biggest threat inside of the building, Master Baihu. Ryo and Ren make quick work of everyone else during the chase sequence in very thrilling ways. Wong buys everyone time as bait for Do-Nyu and Lan Di on the roof so that Ryo, by fighting Lan Di and defeating Do-Nyu, and Ren, by fighting the minor members and guards, can prolong Wanda Zoo's abduction. Wanda Zoo himself gets Lan Di, and by extension Do-Nyu, to spare both himself and Wong by quote-unquote revealing the whereabouts of the Phoenix Mirror. Ryo's rematch with Lan Di doesn't go well, to say the least. But there's still Do-Nyu to take care of. Because he's so fixated on Lan Di, however, Ren steps in to warn him that if he doesn't focus, he'll be killed. So, as we can see, there are so many different ways, however subtle, that things get done in a team so that everyone wins, it does mean adapting to different ways of thinking and getting resourceful, albeit the risks that are often involved in doing so. But that clearly means something to these characters. The interconnectivity, and in many cases unexpected helpfulness, of everyone's actions enriches their place in the protagonist's development and in this world thematically. It's all done creatively and organically to see more in character, to create commentary around certain scenarios, or at the very least, amp up the suspense. What are some other examples you could think of? Leave a comment below so that we can discuss this ever-growing daisy chain of friendship. Let's get juicing, let's get sweaty, and let's get that Shenmue 4 Anime Season 2 combo.